Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well at your home. So, students, from today we are going to start our new topic, that is water, a precious resource. So, from in previous standard also you have studied about water, its properties, what is the importance of water, what are the sources of water. So, students, tell me, what are the sources of water? Yes, river, ponds, lakes, seas, oceans. These are the sources of water, but the main source of water is rainwater. So when we are talking about these sources are generally classified into two groups. Which two groups? Surface water and groundwater. What is surface water? Water which is present on the surface of the earth is called surface water. So this surface water includes oceans, sea, means water found in oceans, sea, rivers, streams, lakes is called surface water. And what is groundwater? The surface water just seeps deep into the soil and collects above the non-porous rocky layer. It forms groundwater, means the water which we get under surface of water is called groundwater. It includes water from springs and wells. So normally, sources of water are classified into two groups, surface water and groundwater. What are the examples of surface water? Sea, ocean, rivers, ponds, lakes, streams. These are examples of surface water. And what are the examples of groundwater? Water from springs and wells. These are groundwater. Okay. So, what is the importance of water? Who will tell me, students, what is the importance of water? Importance of water? Why water is very important for us? Because water most means what is the most important use of water? Water is used for all our life processes. It is the medium for all biochemical reactions that occurs inside our body. Then it is the mode of transportation and distribution of essential nutrients in plants and humans also. Student, our body consists of water, means almost 70% of our weight consists of water. That's why water is very important for living things like plants, animals and human beings. It helps in maintaining the body temperature by the process of sweating in humans and by transpiration in plants. Then it is the vital raw material for preparation of food by plants. You all know we depends upon, means we cannot live without food and water. Even we can live for a few days without food, but we cannot live without water. That's why water is very important, and we get that food from plants, and plants depends on water for their survival. So all we indirectly we are depends on water for both our needs, food and water. Then it is the basis of life for aquatic flora and fauna. So aquatic animals and aquatic plants are there, and these aquatic plants and animals are completely depends on water for their survival, because they take oxygen which is in dissolved state. Also water is important for agricultural purposes. Means it is an essential raw material for growing crops. It is vital, means without water germination of seed is not possible. Plants cannot grow without water. Then water, when insecticides and pesticides are mixed in water, then we can spray on plants and protect that plants from insect and pests. That's why this water is very important for agricultural purposes. Then this water is also used in for industrial purposes also. It is also used to generate electricity. Then it is also used for domestic purposes like cooking, bathing, drinking, washing, cleaning and so on. So water is very important resource, and that's why means we have to use this water sparingly. Students, how much water we need, means we need for per day? Okay, so the amount of water recommended by the United Nations for drinking, washing, cooking, and maintaining proper hygiene is a minimum of 50 liters per person per day. Means each and every person require almost 50 liter water per day for its all domestic uses. and this amount is about 2.5 bucket of water per person per day. So what do you think? You got that? Means student, what do you think? Is your family getting at least this much water, this much of water? If yes, your answer is yes, then you should consider yourself fortunate, because millions of people in our country do not get enough water. And that's why, means many people in our country facing water problem. And that's why, to focus on this water problem, to highlight the value of water in our daily life and raising awareness about the water crisis, we are celebrating World Water Day every year. So you know about World Water Day. The resolution to observe World Water Day was first adopted by United Nations General Assembly on December 22, 1992. After which March 22 was declared as World Water Day, and it's celebrated around the world since 1993. Means throughout the world, this World Water Day is celebrated. Means we are celebrating this World Water Day every year on March 22 since 1993. So the purpose of, or the theme of World Water Day is valuing water, and its purpose is to highlight the value of water in our daily life and raising awareness about water crisis that the world faces, because many people in our country, they are not getting enough water, even they are not getting water for drinking. That's why we have to use this water sparingly. Do you know why our planet is called blue planet or watery planet? Because when we just look our earth from space, then it looks blue in color, and that's why it is called blue planet. And when we consider about its surface area, so almost 71% of earth's surface is covered by water. So student, though this much water is present in our earth, then why we are suffering from this water problem? Why we are not, why many people not getting water for drinking? What is the reason behind it? What do you think, student? Though earth surface means almost 71% area of earth is covered by water, then why we are not getting water for our daily life? Why we are facing this problem? Why there is need to celebrate this World Water Day? What is the reason behind it? What do you think, student? So the reason behind it is almost 97% water from Earth's surface, means the water available on the Earth's surface is almost 71% of Earth's surface area, but 97% water is found, or it is present in oceans, and you all know this water is salty, and that's why we cannot use this water for drinking. Also, we cannot use this water for agricultural purposes, we cannot use this for domestic purposes, and that's why this water is not used by animals, plants and human beings. Then remaining water, means how much remaining water is, most of the fresh water, it is in frozen in glaciers and in the polar areas of earth. So only small fraction, that is 0.01%, is available for human use, and this small amount of water is repeatedly recycled for use by animals and human beings. The water suitable for drinking by human being is called potable water. So this potable water on the earth is how much percent? 0.01%. So water that we get from various sources may not be fit for drinking. It may have dissolved salts along with suspended particles and microorganisms. So we have to take care of this also. So students, that's why we are facing this problem, because that water get polluted because of certain factors, certain human activities. So we have to use this water sparingly. Then this water which is present on earth is in the different forms, means it is in solid, liquid and gaseous form. So the solid form, snow and ice, is present as ice caps at the poles of earth, snow covered mountains and glaciers. Liquid water is present in oceans, lakes, rivers and even underground. And the gaseous form of water is water vapor, which is present in air around us. So these are the different forms of water. So today we have discussed about sources of water, importance of water, and World Water Day. I hope you got all points related to this. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.